God says, heaven is in huge shock because only you still don't know what took place last night. I am telling you, watch this now. Hurry, because this is your final chance to uncover the whole truth before it's too late. Open this before 9 p.m. I am not speaking in riddles. I am not whispering in shadows. I am calling out to you in the open. Right now, this is your moment. Everything in heaven stood still last night, and the angels waited in silence. The heavens trembled, the earth listened, but you, yes, you are still unaware of what was written about you. You have to hear this. If you walk away without listening, you may miss the very thing you've been praying for all your life. If you believe, comment Amen right now. Do it to affirm this is for you. Because what happened last night wasn't ordinary. It wasn't random. It wasn't chaos. It was a divine alignment set in motion with your name written across it. While you were sleeping, the heavens were moving. God's hand was drawing something on your behalf. And now, this is your chance to see it, feel it, receive it. But time is not patient. Delay will steal what is meant to bless you. Let this settle in your heart. The reason you are hearing this is because you are chosen. You are not just another name among many. You are called. You are marked. And I am speaking to you because I still want you to see what almost passed you by. You are still in time, but barely. If you knew what the enemy tried to steal from you in the dark hours of the night, you would never take this moment lightly. If you saw what was blocked by my angels because of your prayers, you would fall to your knees in awe. Heaven is in shock because you don't yet know what was sent to you and almost taken from you. Like this video, if you feel this message tugging at your spirit, don't wait. That click is more than a gesture. It's a mark of agreement between your heart and what heaven is revealing. I am God, and I do not speak in vain. I did not bring you this far to abandon you now. I saw every tear you cried when no one else did. I stood with you when you thought you were alone. And last night, I moved. I intervened. I closed doors that would have destroyed you. I opened paths no man could see. But if you don't listen now, it may pass by, unnoticed, like wind in the night. Comment 1111 if you believe I have something for you right now. Your life has not been easy. You've been carrying a storm inside you that no one could see. You've learned to smile with pain behind your eyes. You've learned to survive without support. And yet, here you are, still standing, still hoping, still trying. Do you know what that means to me? It means you have not given up on me, even when everything told you to. And because of that, I have not given up on you. Last night, your name was spoken in the courts of heaven. Angels were assigned. Battles were fought. A turning point was written. You didn't see it. You didn't feel it. But it was real. It was holy. It was about you. Now, the final part rests in your hands. Your choice to receive it. Don't ignore this. The reason you've been feeling restless, the reason your spirit has been uneasy, the reason you've been waking up at odd hours is because your spirit sensed it. Even when your mind didn't understand, your soul knew something was shifting. If you trust that I still have power over your life, comment 222 right now. You are not watching this by chance. This is not just another moment scrolling through time. This is a divine interruption. I've waited for the right moment to tell you this. You are almost unreachable, almost too far. But I caught you in this very second because time is running out. Tonight is a seal. That's why I said open this before 9 p.m. Because what you do with this will either unlock or delay. This is the moment that can break cycles, release blessings, shift outcomes, and redirect your future. I am God, and I am not a man that I should lie. You don't need to understand it all right now, but if you walk away and say, maybe later, you may not hear this again. I speak when it matters. I reach when the door is closing. I call when there's still a chance to answer. So don't ask yourself why you feel this urgency in your chest right now. It's because your spirit remembers what your heart forgot. I've been trying to reach you. Last night, chains were broken. But now, you need to walk forward, or those chains will find their way back to your ankles. I've seen the conversations behind your back. I've heard the doubts in your mind. I know how you question your worth because of what others did or didn't do. But I'm not them. I am the one who formed you. I see who you are becoming, not just who you've been. And last night, I moved on that version of you that is rising out of the ashes. You've been misunderstood. You've been overlooked. You've been betrayed. But I haven't overlooked you. I haven't misunderstood you. I haven't walked away from you. When everyone turned their backs, I leaned in closer. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. Now is the moment to hear what heaven held back just for you. What was going to be lost, I recovered. What was going to be delayed, I accelerated. But if you don't take this seriously, you will watch it slip through your fingers without even knowing what you lost. You asked for a sign, you begged for a word, you whispered for direction. Here it is, loud and clear, but it will not knock on your door forever. You have until 9 p.m. Not because I am cruel, but because the gates of this specific hour are closing. This is not fear, this is favor. This is not threat. This is love. A love that warns you because it wants to rescue you. A love that tells you the truth even when it hurts. A love that still believes in your future even when you've stopped believing in it yourself. But now, you need to know what I did. You need to know why heaven stood still, why the angels gathered, why the scrolls with your name were unsealed. And you need to know it before the clock strikes this next turning point. If your heart is open to receive what I'm still about to reveal, comment 333 to declare your faith. You may think nothing's happening. You may look around and see the same struggles, the same delays, the same silence, but what you don't see is what I'm doing behind the curtain. What you don't hear is the sound of walls cracking. What you don't feel yet is the shift under your feet. Because I do my deepest work in unseen places, like seeds breaking open under the ground, like roots growing in the dark before the sprout ever appears. That's what last night was. A cracking, a beginning, a movement. You are being drawn into a divine setup, not a trap, not a punishment, a setup for glory, for breakthrough, for redemption. This is your story, and it's turning in your favor. I know you've been weary. I know you've been trying to hold on with a faith that feels too thin, too tired. But I didn't ask you to be perfect. I asked you to trust me. I didn't ask for strong hands. I asked for a surrendered heart. And even when you doubted me, I still called your name. Even when you thought I forgot you, I whispered your future into the wind. There's something sacred about what you're going through. It feels like pain, but it's transformation. It feels like loss, but it's realignment. It feels like delay, but it's protection. You thought you were being punished, but all this time I've been pulling you away from what would have destroyed you. Last night, something broke in the spirit, something heavy, something old, something that's been chained to your bloodline, your mind, your history. And now, in this moment, you're standing on the edge of freedom, but it's up to you to step forward. I won't push you. I won't drag you. I'm inviting you. But this door will not remain open forever. If you feel that weight loosening from your shoulders, comment 555 right now. That's faith moving. Listen carefully, this is not the end. This is the shift, the in-between, the place where everything begins to look different even if nothing on the outside has changed yet. Do not despise this season, do not curse it, because even in this space, I am working, I am healing, I am turning pain into preparation. I know how tired you are of hoping. I know how much it hurts to believe again after so many disappointments. But I'm not asking you to believe in a person. I'm not asking you to believe in a plan. I'm asking you to believe in me. The same God who parted the sea, the same God who shut the lion's mouth, the same God who raised the dead. That's who is speaking to you right now. I haven't changed. I'm still the God who sees you, who counts your tears, who writes your name on the palm of my hand, and I'm still fighting for you, even when you can't feel it. Last night wasn't a mistake. It was a moment when I made a decision about your life. A moment where I said, enough, enough of the cycles, enough of the enemy's lies, enough of your fear. I drew a line in the sand. But now you have to walk across it, because here is the truth. You can't stay where you are and receive what I have next. You can't cling to what's safe and still inherit the promised land. I'm calling you higher. I'm calling you deeper. I'm calling you out of comfort and into destiny. You prayed for purpose. You asked for clarity. You begged for signs. Now I'm showing you the open door. But you have to choose to walk through it. The next hours matter. The posture of your heart matters. Because the enemy will try to distract you. He will whisper, "This isn't for you. Keep scrolling. Don't believe it." But that voice is afraid. Because when you step into the truth of who you are, chains break, legacies change, generations are healed. You are not just fighting for yourself, you are carrying freedom for your children and their children. You are standing in the gap for those who couldn't fight. You are lifting your voice in a battle that began before you were even born. And I am with you. I am going before you. I am surrounding you. If you know I've been with you through it all, comment 1212 and stand on that truth. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are blessings you haven't even imagined yet. There are victories already prepared. There are miracles hanging in the balance, waiting for you to say yes. Yes to trusting again. Yes to stepping out of fear. Yes to opening your heart one more time. I know how hard it's been. I've seen every moment you almost gave up. I've seen you press through with trembling hands. I've seen you get out of bed when you didn't even have strength. And I have never loved you less because of your weakness. In fact, it's in your weakness that my strength is made perfect. You are more loved than you know, more protected than you realize, more chosen than you feel. I didn't bring you this far just to abandon you now. I'm not done writing your story, and last night I wrote a new chapter. Now, it's up to you to turn the page. You don't need all the answers. You just need to trust that I have them. You don't need the map, just take the next step. You've been praying for a sign. This is it. You've been asking for proof. This is it. You've been hoping someone would see your pain. I see it. And I'm not looking away. The door is still open. But not for long. What comes next will depend on what you do with this moment. Before the clock strikes, decide. Before the noise of the world steals this word from your heart, hold on to it. Let it take root. Let it grow. Let it change you. Do you understand now why last night wasn't just another night? Do you see it yet? Something shifted while you slept. The heavens moved because your name was brought up. Your situation, your future, your healing, your breakthrough, it was all discussed, all decided, all delivered. But you don't know yet, and heaven is watching in awe, waiting for you to catch up with what's already been done. Comment 777 if you're ready to step into what I've prepared. While you were sleeping, the storm started to calm. The path that looked impossible began to clear. The spiritual chains that had you bound for years, they cracked. My angels stood on guard over your life because what was headed your way was meant to stop you for good, but it didn't, and it won't. That heaviness that's been sitting on your chest for weeks, it wasn't your imagination, it was a sign. Your spirit was under pressure because something powerful was coming to the surface. And now that it's here, I need you to not ignore it. I need you to walk into this with eyes wide open. This is your time, but it's also your test. Can you trust what you don't fully understand yet? Can you move before you see the finish line? Can you let go of what hurt you so you can grab hold of what will heal you? This isn't just about a blessing. This is about obedience. This is about surrender. This is about whether you'll believe that I'm still a God of miracles, a God who breaks timelines, who overrides doctors' reports, who restores what others call ruined. And you, yes, you are part of that miracle. You keep asking why the pressure increased, why the people around you began to fall away, why things got harder right before they looked like they were about to turn around. It's because the enemy saw the shift before you did. He tried to discourage you, tried to distract you, but you kept waking up. You kept showing up. You kept believing, even with trembling faith. And that's why you're still in the game. Last night, I sealed something for you. I can't show it all at once because your faith has to grow into what's coming. But make no mistake, it's coming. The confirmation, the release, the open door, it's already set in motion. But your posture determines your pace. Will you keep walking even when it's quiet? Will you stay faithful even when it feels like nothing's changing? Will you believe I'm still moving even when you don't feel a thing? This is your test, but it's also your setup. You're standing on holy ground, and not because everything around you looks holy, but because I've made your life a space where my glory will be seen. Where your enemies thought you'd fall, you will rise. Where others counted you out, I will lift you up. Because I don't choose based on appearance, I choose based on purpose. And you have purpose that cannot be erased by failure, fear, or delay. If you've ever felt forgotten by the world, comment 999. Because I have never forgotten you, not for a moment. You've survived more than you speak about. You've fought wars no one knows you were in. And even when it felt like I was far, I was closer than your next breath. Every sleepless night I sat beside you, every silent cry, I caught it before it hit the pillow. Every moment you wanted to give up, I whispered, keep going. It's not over. That's what last night was about. That's why heaven is shocked. Because your heart has no idea just how close you are to the promise. The dream you thought was dead, it's still alive in my hands. The prayers you thought were forgotten, they're still echoing in my throne room. The breakthrough you stopped expecting, it's closer than it's ever been. But here's what I need you to do. Do not return to what broke you. Do not go back to what made you doubt yourself. I brought you through too much to have you turn around now. The pain you escaped isn't where you belong anymore. The places you had to crawl out of don't get to pull you back in. Not now, not again. There is fresh oil over your life. There is a new season opening up. And if you trust me enough to leave the old behind, I will show you what beauty I've been preparing while you were in the fire. You didn't walk through all of that for nothing. You didn't survive that heartbreak just to feel empty again. You didn't lose what you lost just to be left behind. There is redemption coming. There is restoration that will make sense of the silence. There is joy ahead that will erase years of pain. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. But you must stay alert, stay awake, stay open, because what I'm doing next won't look like what you expected. It'll be better. It won't come through the people you thought it would. It'll come through strangers, through divine appointments, through doors that didn't even exist last year. I am not bound by your calendar. I don't operate on human deadlines. I bring things together in ways that only make sense after the miracle shows up. But you've got to keep your spirit aligned, keep your heart tuned, keep your mind clear. Because the enemy will try again, but this time, you're wiser, you're stronger. You're not who you used to be. You're battle-tested, you're anointed, you're appointed. You're still standing, and that alone is proof of my power. I've brought you through storms that could have taken your life. I've walked you through valleys that others didn't come out of. And now, I'm ready to bring you into the land I promised. But you have to keep walking with me. And now, the only thing standing between you and the breakthrough is your willingness to receive it. I'm not holding back your blessing. I'm not hiding your purpose. I'm not keeping you waiting because I forgot you. I've been preparing you for the weight of what's next. And if I gave it to you before you were ready, it would have crushed you instead of blessed you. If you believe I've been preparing something greater for you, comment 1010 right now, because I have. I've been rebuilding you piece by piece in the quiet, in the places no one else sees, in the prayers you prayed when your voice was shaking. I was there. I caught every tear like treasure. I heard every whisper. And even when you thought I wasn't listening, I was already moving. Last night wasn't a coincidence. It was a marking, a moment where heaven wrote a new line in your story. A moment where the chains snapped in the unseen and the plans of the enemy were exposed and cancelled. But now, I need you to step into what I've made room for. You've been stuck at the doorway of something greater for too long, afraid to hope again, afraid to try again, afraid to be disappointed one more time. But this fear cannot travel with you into what's coming. This fear was formed in the wilderness, and the wilderness is over. The promised land is in sight. But fear will keep you wandering in circles if you let it. You asked me for a sign. You asked me to show you that I'm still with you. I am. And this message is that sign. This is not your imagination. This is not emotional hype. This is your Father in heaven, calling you out of the shadows and back into your inheritance. You have an inheritance, one that cannot be stolen, one that no man can take. one that wasn't based on your perfection, but on my purpose. And your purpose hasn't changed. Not because of your mistakes, not because of what they said about you, not because of how long it's taken. If you trust that your purpose is still alive, comment 1515 and hold on to that promise. Listen, you didn't miss it, you didn't ruin it, you didn't lose your chance. You're still chosen, still covered, still anointed. The gifts I placed in you are still there, buried beneath the pain, waiting to breathe again. And they will come alive, not because you're strong, but because I'm faithful. You have no idea how many times I protected you from things that were never meant to touch your life. You don't even know how many times I said no when you begged for yes, because I could see what you couldn't. I wasn't being cruel. I was keeping you safe. And now the door is opening. But you have to walk through it. I won't force you. I won't drag you. I'll invite you like I'm doing now. Will you come? Will you leave behind what made you small? Will you stop apologizing for being called? Will you stop watering down your worth to fit into places I've already called you out of? You've been trying to survive, and I'm calling you to live. You've been carrying battles on your back that were never yours to fight. It's time to lay them down. Let me carry what's too heavy for you. Let me fight where you've grown weary. You don't need to earn my love. You don't need to prove yourself to me. I chose you before you ever lifted a finger, and I've never changed my mind. You may feel broken, but you are not disqualified. You may feel tired, but you are not abandoned. You may feel unseen, but I've had my eyes on you every second of your life. That's why I sent this message now, because I saw that you were about to give up. I saw the exhaustion on your face. I saw the doubt growing in your heart, and I said, no more wandering, no more questioning your worth, no more shrinking to fit into places that don't value who I made you to be. It ends now. The delay ends. The silence ends. The confusion ends. Because today, I am pulling you out of the pit and setting your feet back on solid ground. You may not feel ready, but I am. And if I say it's time, then it's time. You're not behind. You're not late. You're right on time for what I've prepared. I've been waiting for you to recognize the shift that already started. And now I'm waiting for your yes. Say yes in your heart. Yes to healing. Yes to wholeness. Yes to walking in the light. You don't have to know how it all works. You just have to take the first step. This is your moment. This is your release. If you feel this word was for you, if you felt it reach something deep inside your soul, don't ignore it. Don't scroll past this and pretend your heart didn't just tremble. That's me, speaking, calling, inviting. Before the clock runs out, step into the light. Don't return to darkness. Don't let shame silence you. Don't let regret hold you hostage. What happened last night was your miracle in motion. What happens now depends on your response. You've been mine through the pain. You've been mine through the silence. You've been mine through the sin, the shame, the failure, the tears. And last night, yes, that moment heaven trembled. I reminded every force of darkness that you still belong to me. Comment 1717 if you believe I've called you for something bigger than what you're currently living. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You don't even know how close you came to losing something sacred. The enemy had plans you weren't aware of. Conversations were taking place about your future, but I stepped in. I shattered his assignments. I dismantled what was never meant to touch you. And now, the atmosphere around your life has shifted. But if you keep living unaware, if you ignore what I'm showing you now, the enemy will try to sneak back in through doors you were supposed to close for good. That's why I'm urging you, do not delay this moment. Do not scroll away and say, maybe later, because later may be too far. Later might not carry this same grace. I'm not saying this to pressure you. I'm saying this to protect you. I am your shield. I am your covering. I am the one who stood in the gap when you didn't even know there was a battle raging. But now you know. And now, you're responsible for what you've heard. You can't stay silent anymore. You can't keep playing small. You can't keep doubting your own anointing because you're scared of being disappointed again. I didn't bring you through the fire to leave you afraid of the light. I want you to stand up and rise into what I created you to carry. You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to settle for just enough. You were made to walk in power. You were made to carry my presence. You were made to shift atmospheres simply by being obedient to me. But you've been distracted. You've let the noise of the world drown out my whisper. You've let other voices speak louder than mine in your heart. You've let guilt hold you back from grace. But that stops now. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm not asking you to have it all figured out. I'm asking you to trust me. Just enough to let me lead. Just enough to surrender what you've been trying to control. Because the truth is, control has only left you more anxious. And I never asked you to carry what was mine to begin with. Let me take it now. Let me carry the weight of the future. Let me be the one who heals what broke in you so long ago. You've done enough surviving. It's time to start living. You've been trying to protect your heart for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to be held by me. You've guarded yourself from more pain, but in the process, you've blocked some of the joy too. I'm reaching in right now not to force you, but to free you. If you're ready to receive what I've had for you all along, comment, Amen. Don't wait. You're not too far gone. You're not too broken. You're not too complicated. I knew every part of your journey before you ever took your first breath. And I still said yes. I still chose you. I still saw greatness in you, even in the mess. And now, I'm telling you it's time. Time to heal, time to forgive, time to return to me with your whole heart. No more half yes, no more standing at the edge of the water afraid to jump. I will catch you. I always have. The same arms that carried you through the hardest days are open now, waiting for your surrender. And when you fall into me, you'll realize you never had to carry this weight alone. There is purpose on your life that is waking up again. There is vision returning to your eyes. There is a fire being lit in your spirit. You may not feel it all yet, but it's happening, because you are finally ready to hear me again. And because you stayed, because you listened, because you didn't scroll away when your flesh wanted to, I will honor that. I reward obedience, I bless faith, and I breathe life into dry bones. This is a holy moment, one that will not return the same way again. Heaven is watching. Angels are surrounding you even now, assigned to the very prayers you've cried out in secret. What's next will not look like what's been. The pain will not repeat. The storm will not return. The silence will not stay, because you're stepping into alignment with me. And when you align with heaven, earth has no choice but to respond. If you've ever doubted whether I was really working in your life, remember this moment. When everything you needed to hear came not from a person, not from a sermon, but from me, directly. personally, because I know what your heart has been craving. You've spent too long thinking you had to earn my love, that you had to prove yourself worthy before I'd speak. But I never asked for that. I only asked you to come close. I've always wanted your heart, not your checklist. I've always wanted relationship, not religion. And last night, that holy night, was me fighting for that relationship again. While the world slept, I was writing a new beginning. A chapter that your pain never saw coming. A breakthrough that your mind never imagined. A door no man could open, but I did. But now, I need you to wake up to what's already begun. I need your spirit to rise before your eyes can see it. You felt something shift, didn't you? You couldn't name it, you couldn't explain it. But something in your spirit stirred. That wasn't coincidence. That was me. Tapping your soul, whispering, "Get ready, because the very thing the enemy used to bury you is the same ground I'm going to use to resurrect you." Comment 222 if you trust that I can still turn it all around. I am the God who turns graves into gardens. I make rivers flow in dry places. I make a way through the wilderness and a path through the sea. And I haven't changed. You've been walking through a season where everything felt stripped away. Relationships faded, opportunities vanished, hope grew thin. But don't confuse the pruning with punishment. I've been cutting things back so that what's about to grow will have room to breathe. You were never being rejected. You were being redirected. You didn't lose them. I removed them. You didn't miss it. I delayed it until it wouldn't destroy you. And now, I'm bringing you to the very edge of what you've cried for. But listen to me, you cannot bring old mindsets into this new place. You cannot carry that fear into the future. You cannot speak death over what I'm trying to bring to life. Let your words match your prayers. Let your faith catch up to what your spirit already knows. It's time. I didn't send this message to entertain you. I sent it because you're at a crossroads. You're standing between the old and the new, between what you've known and what I've promised. And if you walk forward in faith, even when you feel nothing, even when you're afraid, I will flood your life with confirmation that you never expected. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down any time. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it's gone forever. I've already gone ahead of you. I've already prepared the way, but you've got to leave the chains behind. I saw you trying to carry old wounds into new places. I saw how tightly you held on to what hurt you just because it was familiar. But that pain is not your home. That heartbreak is not your identity. That failure is not your name. Your name is loved. Your name is chosen. Your name is mine. If you believe that, comment, Amen. Let your faith speak louder than your fear. This is not a time for small prayers. This is not a time to shrink back into what's safe. This is the moment to stretch your faith like never before. Because what's coming will demand it. The level of blessing I'm about to pour into your life will require a deeper level of trust, a bolder obedience, a stronger heart. So, I'm preparing you now. I'm healing what needs to be healed so that when the miracle arrives, you won't sabotage it by believing you're still broken. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. Every broken piece has been picked up by my hand. Every shattered moment is now a part of your testimony. You may not see the full picture yet, but I do, and it is beautiful. Stop letting the enemy lie to you about your value. Stop letting past voices speak louder than my truth. You were created for more than survival. You were created to walk in authority. You don't need to chase what I've already planned. You don't need to prove what I've already promised. You don't need to fear what I've already defeated. Rest in this. I've got you. When others walked away, I stayed. When you pushed me away, I waited. When you forgot me, I remembered you. And now, I'm calling you deeper, not into religion, not into rules, but into my presence. Because in my presence, fear melts. In my presence, healing begins. In my presence, clarity comes. And all I need from you is this. Stay with me. Keep your heart open. Don't let distractions drown out what I'm speaking. Don't let emotions silence what your spirit knows is real. You've made it this far. That's no accident. That's evidence of grace. The battle didn't take you out. The fire didn't burn you up. The storm didn't sweep you away. Because I was in it, and I am still with you now. You may have lost people, but you didn't lose me. You may have lost your way, but you didn't lose your worth. You may have lost time, but I can redeem that too. I am the redeemer of lost time, missed chances, broken roads, and wounded hearts. There is nothing I cannot restore. There is no delay I cannot turn into divine acceleration. There is no pain I cannot transform into purpose. The only question left is, will you believe me? Will you let this message sink deep? Will you respond? Because the moment is here. The heavens are open. The scroll has been unsealed, and the next move is yours. If you feel this in your soul, if your heart has been beating faster, if something inside you is screaming, "This is for me," don't dismiss it. Not the kind of faith you show others. The real kind. The kind that says, "I don't understand, but I'll follow." The kind that whispers yes, even when your legs are shaking. That's what I'm asking from you now, because this is your shift. This is the moment you've been unknowingly preparing for. This is the very thing you cried for, but never expected to come wrapped in fire, silence, waiting, and heartbreak. But I use all of it, every season, every tear, every unanswered prayer. I never waste what you walk through. I harvest every pain and turn it into purpose. Comment 333 to declare your faith if you feel this is touching your soul. Last night wasn't just a breakthrough. It was a birthing, a spiritual birthing that took place without your eyes seeing it, but your spirit knows. That's why you've been feeling pressure. That's why everything has been pressing in on you lately. Because what's being born through you is heavy with glory. You were never meant to live a normal life. That's why everything hits you differently. That's why you feel more, carry more, cry deeper, and break harder. Because you're carrying a call that few understand, a mantle that can't be explained, only revealed. And now I'm revealing it. But with this revelation comes a choice. You can either step fully into what I'm calling you to, or keep circling the same mountain, waiting for a better time. There is no better time. This is the time. This is the moment where you get to rise from the ashes and walk into what's already been written for you. I'm not promising it'll be easy, but I am promising I'll be with you. Through the fire, I'll be there. Through the questions, I'll be there. Through the transition, I'll never leave your side. And I know transition is uncomfortable. I know this season feels like walking blind, but I need you to trust that just because you can't see what's ahead doesn't mean I'm not guiding you. You're not lost, you're being led. This is not punishment. This is positioning. You've asked me to use your life. You've asked me to break the cycles. You've asked me to make a way out of no way, and I have. But now, the weight of your words is being tested. Will you trust me, even when the answers are not immediate? Will you stay with me, even when your expectations feel unmet? because I'm doing something deeper than you asked for. You prayed for peace, I'm giving you strength. You asked for blessings, I'm giving you endurance. You wanted quick answers, I'm giving you wisdom. Because what's coming will require more than surface-level faith. It will require a rooted, tested, unshakable trust in me. And that's what I've been building in you this whole time, even when you didn't see it. If you feel something rising inside you right now, comment 555 and let your faith move with this word. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked, CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You're not who you used to be. Can you feel that? You don't think the same. You don't react the same. You don't even fit into old spaces anymore. That's not by accident. That's me, reshaping your identity to match your assignment. That's me, stripping away the lies and labels you picked up along the way. I'm reintroducing you to who I originally created you to be. You thought the silence meant I left you. But it was in the silence that I was rewriting your name, not rejected, not forgotten, not overlooked, but chosen, called, anointed. You keep wondering why some things aren't opening for you. Why certain people are slipping away. Why some dreams feel like they're dying. It's because I'm closing what doesn't align with your next. I'm removing what can't go with you into your promised season. And if I have to break your heart to save your purpose, I will, because I love you that much. And I know the process has hurt. I know it's been lonely. I know there are nights you cried with no answers, praying I would just speak. This is that answer. This is that word. This is me speaking. You are not late. You are not disqualified. You are not invisible. You are seen. You are held. You are guided by a hand that never lets go. And what you've been waiting for, I'm already preparing to release it. But you've got to keep walking. Don't settle. Don't go back. Don't silence your spirit to please people who were never meant to walk with you. I'm aligning your life with your purpose. I'm restoring what was lost. I'm sending provision in unexpected ways. I'm unlocking rooms you didn't even know existed, but it all starts with your yes. One yes can change everything. One step of faith can unlock years of promise. You are not powerless. You are not hopeless. You are standing on the edge of something that will mark the rest of your life. But I can't move for you. You must choose it. You must reach for it. You must believe I am still the God who parts seas and raises the dead, and speaks life where there was once only dust. Let me be God in your life again, not just in your prayers, but in your decisions. Not just in your Sundays, but in your everyday. Not just when you're desperate, but when you're unsure. Heaven is still watching. The angels are still assigned. The weight of your destiny is still active. But your response will determine whether it moves forward or sits in waiting. You asked for a breakthrough, but I'm asking for belief. You begged for a miracle, but I'm asking for movement. You cried for answers, but I'm asking for action. Faith without works is dead. You know the verse. You've heard it before. But now it's your turn to live it. Because what happened last night didn't just set things in motion, it created a doorway. One that will close soon. And if you don't walk through it now, you'll still be loved, but you'll miss what I tried to give you early. Comment 1212 if you believe this is your doorway moment. Let me remind you again, you are not watching this by mistake. You are not hearing this by accident. You didn't just scroll here randomly. I've been aligning this encounter for longer than you know. Because you've been asking to hear from me. You've been wanting to know if I'm still near. You've been crying out in secret, wondering if I still see you. Yes, I see you, and I'm still near. Even when I'm quiet, I'm near. Even when you doubt, I'm near. Even when you walk away, I'm still close enough to catch you when you fall. But I didn't just come here to comfort you. I came here to shake you awake. You've stayed in this spiritual sleep long enough. You've gotten used to settling, used to surviving, used to assuming that nothing's going to change. But I didn't create you to live numb. I created you to live bold. And I'm calling that boldness out of you now. You may not feel brave, but you are chosen. You may not feel worthy, but you are appointed. You may not feel ready, but I am. Because this isn't about how strong you are. It's about how surrendered you are. I'm not asking for your plan, I already have one. I'm not asking for your perfection, I already see your heart. I'm asking for your trust, because without it, you'll end up holding on to what I'm trying to free you from. Let go now of what you already know. That person you keep going back to even though I already pulled them away. Let go. That mindset that keeps whispering that you're not enough. Let go. That false identity you wear because someone wounded you. Let go. I cannot fill hands that are still clinging to what I never gave you. And I want to give you more. Not just for your comfort, but for your calling. Because what I've placed on your life is bigger than just survival. It's not just about getting through the day. It's about stepping into something that carries eternal weight. It's about becoming who I called you to be before the world tried to shape you into someone else. If you know there's more inside you that hasn't been released yet, comment, Amen. That seed of greatness you keep feeling stir, that dream you think is too wild, that whisper in the back of your mind that says you're meant for more. That's me. That's my spirit. That's the evidence that I'm not finished, that I'm still working, that I'm still writing. But I need your participation. I need your alignment. You've been asking for my will, but still making decisions that contradict it. That's why you feel stuck. That's why your peace has been unsteady. Because you can't walk in full freedom while still clinging to partial obedience. This is the part of the message that requires honesty. The part where you look in the mirror and say, am I really ready to live like I believe him? Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Because I've shown you signs. I've spoken in whispers. I've sent confirmation after confirmation. But at some point, belief has to become action. You say you want change, but are you willing to let go of the familiar? You say you want healing, but are you willing to open the wound? You say you want purpose, but are you willing to release control? The truth is, most of what's delaying you isn't outside of you. It's inside. It's the fear, the doubt, the silent lie that says, maybe I'm too far gone. But I'm standing here saying the opposite. You're not too far gone. You're right on time. Last night's shift was not your ending. It was your deliverance. And now, I need you to move like you believe it. Speak differently. Think differently. Walk differently. Pray differently. Because heaven has moved. Now it's your turn. If you feel something breaking off of you, comment 777 to mark this moment. Your life is not random. Your pain is not wasted. Your name has not been forgotten. There is more for you. There is still time, but not forever. This open window will close, not because I want to punish you, but because the moment will pass. And when it does, you'll either be ready or you'll watch others walk through what was meant for you. Not because I loved them more, but because they said yes when it counted. You still have the chance to say yes. And if you say it with your heart, not just your mouth, I'll flood your life with the clarity, strength, and peace you've been missing. But I won't do it your way. I'll do it the way that heals you, the way that grows you, the way that keeps you. I know you've felt like time slipped past you. I know you've looked at your life and said, it's too late now. But it's not too late. Not for me. Not when I'm the one who created time in the first place. I'm not bound by your deadlines. I'm not panicked by the delays. I'm not limited by what you've lost. I am the God who restores. And what you thought was wasted is still in my hands. Comment 1111 if you believe I can redeem the time you thought was gone. I'm speaking directly to the one who's been fighting in silence. You've been strong for everyone else. You've smiled when your heart was breaking. You've stayed standing when you didn't even know how. But I saw every single moment of it. And I'm telling you right now, your endurance has not been in vain. You are not invisible to me. Heaven is not blind to your pain. What happened last night? It was a reward in motion. A shift in the spiritual realm began because of your persistence. Because even when you didn't feel me, you kept trusting me. Even when you were afraid, you didn't walk away. Even when no one stood with you, you stayed with me. And that kind of faith moves heaven. You've been waiting on something big, and I'm not just going to answer with a whisper. I'm about to answer with evidence. You will see it. You will feel it. You will walk into what I've been preparing. But I need you to stay close. Don't go back to what broke you. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't try to force what I'm already arranging. The problem isn't whether I'll come through. The problem is, will you still trust me when it looks like I won't? Because I do some of my greatest work in the middle of the silence, and you've been living in that middle space. You're not where you were, but you're not yet where you're going. And in that in-between, your faith is being shaped, your heart is being tested, your trust is being refined. But the promise still stands. If you've been in that silent middle ground, comment 999 to say you're still trusting. You think I forgot? I don't forget. You think I ignored your prayers? I haven't missed a single one. You think you messed it all up? Child, I wrote your story knowing every wrong turn you would take, and I still decided to bless you. That's called grace. That's called mercy. That's who I am. And I'm still going to finish what I started in you. This is not your ending. This is your crossing over. The moment where you leave behind the wilderness and step into what you were born for. But crossing over requires something. It requires leaving Egypt behind. You know what I mean. The old mindset, the slavery to fear, the constant looking back at what hurt you and calling it home. You can't bring that with you where we're going. It doesn't fit where I'm taking you. I'm giving you new vision, new fire, new favor. But you have to come empty-handed, no baggage, just faith. And I know you're tired. I know your hope has worn thin. But I'm still strengthening you. I'm still breathing life into what looked dead. The same spirit that raised Jesus from the grave is alive in you, and it's waking up again. You're not weak. You're being refined. You're not failing. You're being reshaped. You're not forgotten. You are being prepared. And everything I've allowed has been part of that preparation. Every closed door, every tear, every waiting season. Even the ones you didn't understand, they all shaped something in you that comfort never could. Now you're stronger. Now you're wiser. Now you know what it means to walk by faith, not by sight. And that kind of strength is what's going to carry you into your next season. So when the enemy tries to remind you of your past, remind him of my promise. When fear starts whispering that nothing's going to change, let my word be louder. When doubt tries to creep in, declare who I said you are, not who life tried to tell you to be. You are not done. You are not defeated. You are not disqualified. God says, my child, you have only 15 seconds. Please do not scroll. Do not delay. I am speaking to you now, not tomorrow, not later, right now. What you are about to hear is not a coincidence. It's not random. You are seeing this because I have chosen this moment to reach you. I am not asking for much, but I am asking you to open your heart. If you leave now, if you turn away, you risk losing something more precious than you can imagine. Comment, Amen, if you can hear my voice speaking to you now. This is not just a message. This is a divine moment. I say to you, chosen one, do not walk away from this. Jesus and I are both calling to you. And I tell you, if you ignore this, you are walking away from the very breakthrough you've been praying for. You are walking away from healing, protection, the miracle you begged for in the middle of the night. You asked me to show you a sign, and this is it. You said, God, speak to me, and now I am. Do not skip, do not ignore this. Open your spirit and stay with me until the end, because your life is about to change. If your heart agrees, comment 1111 now. I am not speaking to everyone. I am speaking to the one I have set apart, the one who has cried in silence, the one who has been betrayed, broken, lost, and still whispered my name through the pain. I saw every tear. I counted them. Not one went unnoticed. While the world looked away, I was right there. And now I am standing before you again with open arms. Child, hear me. If you turn your eyes from this moment, you may miss what I've prepared for you. I have given you signs. I have whispered in your spirit. I have shielded you from dangers you never even saw. I have moved things out of your life not to harm you, but to protect you. There is something I want to do in your life, but I cannot bless what you won't surrender. Stay, listen, let me work. I ask this once, from the depths of your spirit, if this speaks to you, like this video, so others may also find me through it. You are not just a face in the crowd. You are not forgotten. You are marked by my presence. You are surrounded by my angels even now as you listen to this. You've been through the storm. You've felt the heat of the fire. You've questioned if I was still near. But I never left. Even when you turned your face, I stayed by your side. Even when you were too tired to pray, I listened to your soul's cry. That's how much I love you. Say 222 in the comments if you trust me. You've been told you're too broken. You've been told you missed your chance. But I tell you now, nothing is beyond redemption in my hands. I make all things new. I bring beauty from ashes. I take what the enemy meant for evil and turn it into a testimony. That is what I am preparing in your life. Something no eye has seen and no ear has heard. But for me to do it, I need your heart. I need your surrender. I will not force myself in. I knock. You must open. There is a reason you're still breathing. There is a reason I kept you through the wreckage. You are not here by accident. You were formed in my image, woven together by my hands. Every detail of your life matters to me. The hairs on your head are numbered. The battles you are facing are not unseen. I see them. I see you, and I am not silent. You asked me to step in. You begged for a shift. You told me you couldn't take another night like the last one. I heard it all. And now I'm answering, but not in the way you expected. I'm coming through the silence, through this very moment. I'm speaking through what the world would call random, but I call it divine timing. Stay with me. What's coming next will strengthen your faith. You've been under attack, not because you're weak, but because you're carrying something powerful. The enemy wouldn't be fighting you this hard if you weren't a threat to darkness. Every setback was a setup. Every closed door was redirection. Every delay was divine. I am not late. I am always on time. You are right where you're meant to be. This is your preparation season, not your punishment season. Do not confuse my silence with absence. I am closer now than ever before. I am whispering strategies into your spirit. I am aligning things behind the scenes. You think nothing is happening, but everything is. Just because you don't see the roots doesn't mean the tree isn't growing. You are stepping into something you didn't expect, but it's everything you prayed for. You just didn't know it would come like this. My ways are not your ways. My thoughts are higher. My plans are greater. You wanted a straight road, but I am building you for mountains. You wanted calm waters, but I am teaching you to walk on waves. Let your heart stay open. Let your ears stay tuned to my voice. You will not be lost. You will not be destroyed. I have placed my seal over your life. The enemy tried, but he failed. He thought he could break you, but he only pushed you closer to me. He thought the pain would drown you, but it cleansed your spirit. He thought isolation would destroy you, but it prepared you for elevation. Comment 333 if you believe I am still with you. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked, CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You've been asking, why me? But I'm asking you, why not you? I created you for this. I placed something in you that the world has not yet seen. That's why the road has been so hard. That's why you've felt opposition every time you tried to rise. Because your light threatens the darkness. Your calling shakes the ground beneath the enemy's feet. He's terrified of what you'll become if you don't give up. But hear me now, you will not give up. Not this time. I'm breathing fresh strength into your soul. I'm restoring what was stolen. The joy, the peace, the fire that life tried to snuff out. I'm reigniting it. You will rise again, not in your own power, but in mine. You will stand where you fell. You will sing where you used to weep, because I am with you and I am not finished. You thought I was silent because I was distant, but I've been closer than your breath. You've been walking through a valley, yes, but valleys are not your destination. They are a passage. You are passing through. You're not stuck, even if it feels like nothing's moving. I am guiding every step, and no matter what the world throws at you, my plan for you stands. It's not delayed. It's not cancelled. It's unfolding. You are going to look back one day and thank me for not giving you what you thought you wanted. Because what I have for you is far greater. The relationships that ended, the doors that slammed, the seasons that dried up, they were not your punishment. They were protection. They were me clearing the way for something pure, something holy, something worthy of the purpose I placed inside of you. Say 555 in the comments if you are still holding on. I know you've been tired of waiting. I know you've wondered if I've forgotten your prayers, but I haven't. I have not forgotten one single word you whispered to me. Not one tear has hit the floor without my attention. And I am not ignoring you. I'm building the answer so that when it comes, it blesses you and not burdens you. You don't want something that looks good but pulls you away from me. You don't want a blessing that becomes a weight. You want what's lasting, what's real, what carries my handprint on it. And that's exactly what I'm preparing. So keep your heart steady, keep your hands open. What's coming is holy. Don't settle for temporary things when I am offering you something eternal. This is not the end of your story. This is a divine interruption. You were drifting, you were starting to sink, but now I'm calling you back, calling you deeper. You've been craving something more, something real, something that heals. That's me. It's always been me. Not religion, not rules, just me. My love, my presence. My voice calling you in the chaos. You can hear me now because your heart is ready. You've tried everything else and nothing satisfied. But I will. I always will. When you feel empty, come to me. When you feel broken, lean on me. When you're afraid, rest under my wings. I am your Father, and I love you with a love that doesn't waver when you fall. A love that stays even when you try to run. You're not disqualified. You're not too far gone. You're not too late. You're still mine. You might feel like you're in pieces, but in my hands, those pieces become purpose. I use the broken. I use the rejected. I use the ones the world overlooks. I don't choose the perfect, I perfect the ones I choose. And I have chosen you. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. I set you apart. You are not a mistake. You are not too much. You are exactly who I made you to be. You don't have to earn my love. You already have it. You don't have to chase my favor. It's already on you. What I started in your life, I will finish. My word does not return void. If I said I will do it, I will. Even if you can't see how, even if you feel like you're surrounded, remember this I do. My greatest miracles in impossible places. I split seas. I bring water from dry rocks. I bring the dead back to life. And I can do the same in your life. You've been under pressure, but pressure forms diamonds. You've been hidden, but I hide what's precious. You are being developed in the dark, but soon I will reveal you in the light. And when I do, everyone who doubted you will see what I placed in you. Not to glorify you, but to glorify me through you. Say, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you know I've been working behind the scenes, stay with me. Don't walk away now. I know you've been feeling overlooked. I know it hurts to watch others get what you prayed for. But you are not forgotten. Your time is coming. I'm not preparing a blessing for you. I'm preparing you for the blessing. Because what I give is too big to place in unready hands. You are becoming the person who can carry what you've asked for. So breathe. You are not behind. You are not late. My timing is perfect, and I haven't forgotten a single thing you've cried out for. I just need you to trust me, even when it's hard, even when it hurts. Especially then. Comment 777 if you're still holding on to me. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I know the delays have made you doubt. I know the silence has made you wonder if I've changed my mind about you. But I haven't. My promises are still alive. My plan is still active. The delays are not denials, they are preparation. I'm not withholding from you. I'm aligning everything to bless you in the right time, in the right way, so it will not harm you but lift you. I know you're tired, I know it's been heavy, but I also know what I placed inside of you. I didn't anoint you for a small life. I didn't breathe my spirit into you for mediocrity. I called you for impact. I called you for influence. But to carry what I'm about to release into your life, your foundation has to be deep. That's why it's been hard. That's why the process has felt long. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. You thought I was taking things away from you, but I was clearing space, clearing distractions, removing attachments that could poison your purpose. I love you too much to let you build your future on shaky ground. I had to make sure your roots were strong, because when the blessing comes, it won't be something small, it will be weighty, it will be holy. And you must be able to carry it with character and faith. You've cried, "Lord, where are you?" I've been here the whole time. I was there in the middle of the heartbreak. I was there when you collapsed on the floor in tears. I was there when you had no one else to talk to but me. I was there when you thought you lost everything. And it was me who held your spirit together when you didn't think you could keep going. You're still standing not because of luck, but because of my hand. I have protected you more than you know, from people you trusted, from places you didn't belong, from battles that never even reached you because I stepped in before they formed. Say 999 if you still believe I am fighting for you. I know you feel like you're running out of time, but I hold time in my hands. I can restore years in a single moment. I can redeem everything you thought was wasted. You haven't missed it. You're not too late. I'm not done with you. In fact, you're right on the edge of something new, something divine. But you cannot look back now. There's a reason I allowed certain people to leave your life. You asked me to take you higher, and I did. But not everyone was meant to go with you. I know it hurt, but I also know what's ahead. You didn't lose them, you gained clarity. You didn't lose a future, you stepped into one that I designed, not one you forced. Sometimes what feels like rejection is actually redirection. You keep thinking it's over, but I'm telling you this is where I begin to reveal what I've been doing all along. You are not empty. You are not broken beyond repair. What you call your weakness is what I will use to show my strength. I delight in taking what's been cast aside and raising it to places no one thought possible. You're not behind. You're being refined. I'm polishing your faith. I'm strengthening your spirit. So when I open the door, you'll be ready to walk through it boldly. You've been stretched, but you haven't been crushed. And I promise you, every tear you cried in private will bloom into a harvest in public. I do not forget your labor. I do not overlook your surrender. What you gave me in secret, I will honor in the open. Your faith has not been wasted. Your obedience has not been ignored. I am the God who sees, and I have seen it all. There is healing coming. There is peace coming. There is favor coming. You've spent so long surviving, you forgot how to expect joy. But I am restoring your hope now. I am reviving the dreams you buried. I am opening your heart again, not to break it, but to bless it. Trust me, lean on me. Let me show you that I am still the same God who parted the Red Sea, who shut the mouths of lions, who walked through the fire. I have not changed. Comment 1010 if you're still believing for your miracle. I know how many nights you stayed up wondering if it would ever happen for you. I know how often you watched others get what you've been praying for. But what I have for you is not small. It's not second best. It's tailor-made. That's why it's taken time. That's why it didn't happen when you expected it. Because I wasn't preparing just any blessing. I was preparing your blessing. The kind that fits your life perfectly. The kind that brings tears to your eyes, not because of pain, but because you'll finally see that I never forgot you. I never left. I was always planning, always watching, always working, even in silence. I am still your healer. I am still your provider. I am still your father. You can trust me, even when it's hard, even when you don't have answers, even when the voices around you make you question everything. Come back to my voice. Come back to my word. Come back to the truth that I am for you, not against you. And if I am for you, who can be against you? I've seen what others said behind your back. I've seen the doors they tried to shut. I've seen how they underestimated you. But I also saw how you kept your heart pure, how you didn't retaliate, how you prayed instead of cursed. That's why I'm about to elevate you. That's why I'm about to pour out my favor in ways no one will be able to deny. Comment 1515 if you know I kept you for a reason. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You didn't just survive. You endured with faith. You still prayed. You still lifted your eyes when everything inside you wanted to give up. That is why you are marked. That is why my favor is chasing you even now. Because you didn't stop believing when you had every reason to walk away. You didn't stop calling my name, even when you heard no answer. And now, my answer is coming. This is the season where what was once hard for you will begin to break open with ease. What once brought you pain will bring you peace. The very places where you were hurt will become the places you are healed. I will take the darkest chapters of your life and turn them into testimonies of my goodness. You don't need to explain how you made it through. You'll simply point to me. I am the reason you're still breathing. I am the reason you haven't given up. I am the reason your heart still beats with purpose. You think you're not strong enough, but I never asked you to be strong on your own. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to trust that I do. Let go of the pressure to perform. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the lie that says you're too far gone. You're not too much. You're not too late. You're still mine. Even when you've made mistakes, I haven't changed my mind about you. You've been through battles that no one knows about. You've smiled in front of others while carrying silent pain. But I know it all. And I say to you, I will restore what was broken. I will return what was stolen. I will rebuild what was torn down. And when I do, it will not look like it did before. It will be better, stronger, covered in glory. Say 1717 in the comments if you know I am a restorer. The road has been long, but you are closer than you think. You've questioned, when will it be my turn? And I say now, your time is near. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit soft. Don't let the bitterness of the past block the blessings I'm about to pour into your future. Release what I've asked you to release. It's time to step into what I've prepared. You are not waiting on me as much as I've been waiting on your surrender. I cannot bless what you won't let go of. I cannot fill hands that are still holding on to what I've told you to release. trust that what I have for you is better than what you're afraid to lose. If you knew the doors I'm about to open, you'd stop looking back. I am not asking for perfection, I'm asking for permission. Let me in. I want to lead you. I want to speak to you. I want to walk with you through every high and low. You were not created to do this life without me. I am your refuge. I am your shepherd. I am your source. Don't look to people to give you what only I can. Don't measure your worth by their approval. You are already enough because I say you are. This is the season I'm teaching you how to rest in me. You've tried striving. You've tried fixing things in your own strength. Now it's time to lean. Let me carry what's crushing you. Let me fight what's trying to steal your joy. My burden is light, my yoke is easy. Stop chasing peace in places I never called you to. Come back to the still waters. Come back to the secret place. That's where you'll find me. You're not invisible to me. Even in a crowded world, I see you. I see every moment you chose kindness when no one returned it. I see the prayers you've prayed for others while you were hurting yourself. I see your heart even when the world only sees your flaws. I'm not looking for someone perfect. I'm looking for someone willing. Willing to trust me, willing to walk with me, willing to believe that I still do miracles and that I'm about to do one for you. Comment, Amen, if you receive that. You've been overlooked by people, but you've never been overlooked by me. Every step you took in faith, I recorded it. Every act of obedience, every act of love, every time you forgave when it was hard, I saw it all, and I will reward it all. Nothing done in my name is ever lost. Even when no one clapped for you, heaven noticed. You don't need a stage to be significant. You don't need followers to be favored. You are my child, and that's all the qualification you need. I will go before you. I will make a way where there is no way. I will prepare a table in the presence of those who said you'd never make it. Not to shame them, but to show them what I can do with someone who chooses to believe, even when it's hard. I honor faith. I bless faith. And I will never ignore yours. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money, attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. Stay close to me. Do not get distracted. There are many voices speaking right now, but only one voice brings peace, and that's mine. Tune your ears to my spirit. I'm still speaking in quiet ways, still showing up in little details. Still confirming my promises through unexpected people and moments. Open your eyes. I'm everywhere. I haven't left you. I've been with you in every chapter, even in the parts you tried to tear out and forget. Comment, Amen, if you believe I am healing you from the inside out. The world has tried to name you by your failure, by your past, by what didn't work out, but I have already named you by your future. You are redeemed. You are chosen. You are blessed. You are a new creation. The old has passed away. The shame, the guilt, the weight of your mistakes, I nailed them all to the cross. You are not defined by what went wrong. You are defined by what I've already made right. You keep replaying moments in your mind, wondering how things could have been different. But child, look ahead. I'm not in the past. I'm in your now. I'm in your tomorrow. I'm doing a new thing, and I need you to see it. You've been stuck in what you lost, but I'm trying to hand you something greater. Don't miss it, by holding on to what I've already told you to release. You've been mourning what I've already moved you out of. It's okay to feel the pain. I understand, but don't stay there. Don't stay in that place of sorrow when I am calling you into joy. Yes, they walked away. Yes, the door closed, but I am not gone. My love didn't walk out with them. My promises didn't expire when they left. My presence didn't close when the opportunity did. I'm still here. I've always been here. Say 222 if you still trust that I have a better plan for you. I am the God who opens new doors. I am the God who restores what was broken. I am the God who brings dead things back to life. And yes, I can do it for you. This isn't just something I did in the Bible. I am still the same. Yesterday, today, forever. I'm not a distant memory, I am a present help. I still heal. I still speak. I still provide. I still protect. You've been afraid to hope again, afraid to believe, because you've been disappointed before. But hope in me never leads to shame. I am not like man. I do not lie. I do not change my mind. If I spoke it, I will perform it, even if the timeline looks different, even if the path is harder than you imagined. I have not changed my mind about the promise I gave you. You are still on track, even if you feel like you've taken detours. Even your mistakes didn't cancel my calling. Even the setbacks didn't break what I put inside you. In fact, I am using those very things to shape your character, to deepen your faith, to humble your heart so that when you rise in grace. Not pride, you rise in worship. Not ego. You rise with compassion, not comparison. You're not running out of time. You're running into my timing. There is something sacred about waiting. It's in the waiting that you hear me clearer. It's in the waiting that your roots go deeper. That's where I separate what was temporary from what is true. That's where I strip away the noise and reveal what actually matters. It doesn't always feel good, but it always brings growth. And you have grown more than you realize. You've matured. You've learned to forgive without getting an apology. You've learned to trust me even when nothing made sense. You've learned to sit in silence and still believe I was speaking. That kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of endurance draws miracles. Don't underestimate the power of how far you've come. Comment 1111 if you still believe I'm preparing something beautiful for you. There is favor on your life that can't be explained. There is protection over you that others don't understand. It's because you are mine. And when you walk with me, there are some attacks that simply won't work. There are traps that I've already dismantled. There are accidents that were cancelled before you ever knew they were coming. You've been surrounded by my angels more times than you know, and the enemy hates that he couldn't destroy you. He tried, through heartbreak, through loss, through confusion, through temptation. But you kept coming back to me. Even when you didn't feel strong, even when you messed up, even when you failed, you returned. And every time you came back, I welcomed you. I never shamed you. I never rejected you. That's not who I am. I am your father. My arms are always open. I don't just want part of your life. I want all of it, not to control you, but to free you. To give you joy that isn't based on circumstances, peace that doesn't depend on who stays or who leaves, strength that doesn't run out when you're tired. I have more for you. And I will not stop until you walk fully in it. But I need you to believe again. Not just in me, but in what I placed in you. You are carrying something holy. The dreams, the visions, the desires that others told you were impossible, they were planted by me. Don't bury what I've placed in your heart. Don't silence what I've asked you to speak. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You need to move when I say move, because when I speak, I also equip. I don't call the qualified. I qualify the called. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. And you, my child, are called. This world is loud, but you were made to carry my voice. This world is dark, but you were made to shine. This world is heavy, but I've placed my spirit in you to stand tall in it. You are not here just to survive. You are here to reflect heaven, to bring peace into chaos, to bring light into shadows, to carry my love into places it has never been. Say amen if you know I've been preparing you, even in silence. You've been tempted to settle, to shrink, to stop dreaming. But I didn't bring you through the valley just to let you settle at the bottom of the mountain. I created you for more. And the weight you felt recently isn't punishment. It's the tension before breakthrough. Your spirit can feel that something is coming. You can't explain it, but you know something is about to shift. You're not wrong. You are on the edge of it. This next season won't look like your last. I'm breaking patterns. I'm removing cycles. I'm silencing lies that have been passed down and lived in your mind far too long. The thoughts that told you you'll always be alone, always be stuck, always be behind. I am tearing those down. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not going in circles. You are stepping into freedom. You don't have to repeat what you've seen in others. You are not bound to that pain. You are not doomed to carry what they never let go of. I am calling you to break free from it. The generational pain stops with you. The cycles of silence, of insecurity, of fear, of lack, it ends now. I am doing something new through you, something your family line has never seen. And that's why the battle has been so intense. The enemy doesn't fight empty vessels. He fights those carrying fire. He fights those who are about to change everything. Comment 333 if you know this cycle ends with you. You don't need to be afraid of what's ahead. I'm already there. I've already made a way. I've already placed the right people, the right moments, and the right doors on your path. I've already gone before you to level the ground. The pressure you feel isn't meant to crush you, it's meant to birth something. And what's about to be birthed in your life will shock even you. You thought you were forgotten, but I've been hiding you, preparing you in the secret place, molding your character, refining your spirit. I wasn't punishing you with silence. I was protecting the vision. Not everyone could handle what I was doing in you. Not everyone was meant to walk with you where I'm taking you. It had to be just you and me for a while, and that was enough. But now, it's shifting. Now, it's time to come out of hiding. You're going to speak with boldness, move with purpose, love without fear, give without hesitation, trust like never before. I'm not just opening doors, I'm building rooms for you to walk into. Rooms you didn't think you belonged in, places you didn't think you'd ever reach. But I'm placing you there, not for applause, not for pride, but for purpose. And you will know it was me who did it. You'll walk through doors that were locked for years, and you'll look back and realize that I was the key the whole time. You didn't miss the chance. You were being made ready for it. What I have for you can't be rushed. It can't be stolen. It can't be replaced. What I've written for your life is yours, and no one can take it. Say 1010 in the comments if you're ready for doors to open. You've looked at others and wondered why their path seemed easier. But I didn't create you for easy. I created you for impact. And impact takes pressure. You've been in a season of pressing because I'm drawing the oil out of you. The anointing on your life is real, and it's costly, but it's also powerful, and it will destroy every chain that tried to bind you. Don't curse the crushing, bless it, because it's producing something eternal. There are blessings attached to your name that haven't been released yet, not because I forgot, but because I've been waiting for the right moment. That moment is coming. And when it arrives, you won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. You'll simply walk in it, with peace and confidence, knowing that I did what I said I would do. I don't need your performance. I want your trust. You don't have to try harder to earn my love. I already love you. You don't have to impress me with your perfection. I already chose you, knowing everything about you, your doubts, your weaknesses, your flaws, and I still said, that one's mine. I'm not ashamed of your story. I've been in it the whole time. Even the messy chapters, even the broken parts. I'm not writing you off, I'm writing you in. I'm weaving every piece of your journey into something you'll one day look back on and thank me for. Not because it all made sense, but because you'll finally see how I used all of it. The good, the painful, the confusing. I'm not afraid of the messy parts. I specialize in redemption. I can turn the lowest moments into the launching pad for your calling. You've seen the pain now, get ready for the promise. Don't be surprised when things begin to shift quickly. Don't be afraid when doors begin to open faster than you thought they would. You've waited, you've trusted, you've cried. Now watch me work. Watch me pour out blessings you didn't expect. Watch me answer prayers you forgot you prayed. Watch me restore not just what was lost, but what you didn't even know was stolen. Comment Amen if you're expecting me to move in your life. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear anytime from the internet. So click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. I know how heavy it's been. I know how many days you wanted to give up. I know how hard it was to keep smiling while your heart was breaking. You thought no one saw, but I saw. You thought your strength was gone, but I carried you when you couldn't carry yourself. I stepped in when you didn't know how to move forward. That wasn't luck. That was me. That was love. The attacks were real. The fear was real. But my hand on your life is even more real. And nothing can separate you from my love. Not failure, not fear, not what they said about you. Not what you said about yourself. I am not like people. I don't change my love when you change your mood. My love doesn't depend on your performance. It is constant, eternal, and anchored in truth. You've been waiting for me to show up in power. But child, I've been walking beside you the entire time. The pain you went through didn't break you, it broke off what couldn't go with you. It stripped away the weight of opinions. It taught you how to depend on me when everything else was failing. It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. And now you are stronger than you know. You've been sharpened by the storm, refined by the fire, and now you are ready for what's next. Say 555 in the comments if you believe your season is shifting. You don't need to be afraid of the unknown. You are walking with the one who holds the future in his hands. The doors I open, no one can shut. The places I take you, no one can block. The blessings I pour out, no one can steal. You don't need to force it. You don't need to manipulate it. Just trust me. What I start, I finish. What I promise, I perform. You are stepping into a new chapter, one that doesn't look like the last. You're not going back to how things were. You're not repeating the same pain. This time, it's different. This time, it's divine. Because this time, I'm building it my way, not rushed, not based on fear, but on faith. I'm laying the foundation. I'm leading the way. You just have to keep walking, even if it's slow, even if you're tired, even if you don't see the full picture yet. Keep walking. You're not walking toward a dead end. You're walking toward a promise. And every step you take in faith is making room for miracles. Every step is shaking the atmosphere. Every step is declaring, I still trust God. And I will honor that. I will respond to that. I will bless that. Your faith is not small to me. It is powerful, even when it feels weak. You think you're barely hanging on, but I call that endurance. You think you're too broken, but I call that surrender. You think you're not good enough, but I call you chosen. Stop looking at yourself through your past. Look at yourself through my word. I've already called you healed. I've already called you whole. I've already called you loved. It's time to agree with me. It's time to silence the lies that have lived in your mind for too long. You are not too much. You are not too far. You are not forgotten. You are mine. Say 1212 if you believe that you are still called, still chosen, still loved. I know they walked away. I know it hurt, but I didn't walk away. I stayed. Through the silence, through the grief, through the heartbreak, I stayed, and I always will. My love is not conditional. My promise does not expire. When people walk out, I walk in. When the lights go out, I shine brightest. This is not the end for you. This is the beginning of what I've been preparing all along. Don't let fear convince you otherwise. Don't let discouragement close your eyes to what's coming. Lift your head, lift your eyes. Help is not on the way, it has already arrived. My spirit is within you. My angels are around you. My hand is over you. You're not just going to make it, you're going to thrive. You're not just going to get by, you're going to overflow. You're not just going to heal, you're going to help others heal. Everything you've been through will be used. I waste nothing. I use everything. The nights you didn't sleep, the prayers you whispered, the heartbreaks you didn't talk about. I saw it all. I caught every tear. And now I'm turning that mourning into dancing, that fear into faith, that anxiety into strength. You will rise. You will overcome. You will testify. This is your turning point. Not because the pain suddenly stops, but because your faith is now stronger than your fear. You're not who you were yesterday. You've grown. You've endured. And now you're being lifted. Not by your own effort, but by my grace. I'm carrying you. I'm lifting the burden. I'm clearing the path. You just have to take the next step. Comment, Amen, if you believe I see you even when the world doesn't. You've been searching for peace, trying to find it in people, plans, and promises that keep falling apart. But peace is not something you find out there. Peace begins with me. I am peace. I don't give it like the world gives it. I don't offer temporary comfort. I give peace that anchors your soul when the wind starts to howl and the ground feels like it's shaking. Even in the storm, you can rest when you rest in me. You keep trying to hold everything together, but I never asked you to carry it all. That's why you're exhausted. That's why your heart feels heavy. Give it to me, all of it. Not just the easy things, not just the pieces you've made sense of. Give me the confusion, the grief, the anger, the doubt. I can handle it. I already know. I've been waiting for you to hand it over. Say 1717 in the comments if you're ready to release the weight. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There's nothing you could tell me that would make me love you less. There's no part of your story that scares me away. I don't run from broken people, I run to them. I'm not intimidated by your mess. I'm drawn to your honesty. When you are real with me, I can start the real healing. You don't need to perform. You don't need to pretend. I already know you completely, and I still choose you. You thought your faith had to look strong all the time, but I'm more interested in your surrender than your strength. Let me speak to that place in your soul where you've gone quiet, that place where disappointment lives, that part of you that smiles in public and cries in secret. I want to touch that part. I want to heal it, not cover it up, not hide it, but restore it. What you buried to protect yourself, I want to resurrect. I want to breathe life back into the parts of you that stopped dreaming. You haven't lost your purpose. It's still alive under the weight. You were born for something more than just survival. You were made to shine, not shrink. And yes, the pain tried to convince you otherwise, but that pain didn't change my plans for you. You're still chosen. You're still set apart. The calling I placed on your life hasn't been revoked. It still stands. I don't change my mind, and I don't give up on what I start. What you see as disqualification, I see as preparation. Every broken season trained your heart to lean on me. Every silent battle made your faith louder. You've developed endurance. You've gained discernment. You've learned to let go of what doesn't serve your spirit. Don't underestimate the work I've done in the dark. Just because others didn't see the process doesn't mean I didn't use it. Comment 999 if you know your private battles were preparing you for a public testimony. You've walked through fire, but you didn't burn. You've gone through storms, but you're still standing. That's not coincidence. That's my protection. I covered you when you didn't even know you were under attack. I stepped in when you had no words left. I placed angels around you when the enemy came in like a flood, and I will continue to do so. I am not finished. I'm not just the God who brings you out. I'm the God who brings you through every dark night, through every unanswered question, through every wilderness, through every painful goodbye. I don't just bring you to the other side, I walk beside you the whole time. You've never been alone, not for 1 second. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was near. Even when your prayers felt empty, I was listening. I'm not just close when you're doing well, I'm closest when you're undone. You've seen my hand before, but now you're about to see my heart. I'm going to show you how much I care. I'm going to show you what love looks like when it shows up in the most unexpected places, through people you didn't see coming, through provision that didn't make sense, through timing that could only be me. I am still the God of miracles, and I'm not done showing up in yours. This is not the end of your story. This is where things begin to unfold. I'm untying knots that have been in your life for years. I'm untangling the confusion. I'm healing the wounds no one could reach. And I'm doing it quietly, gently, deeply. You won't have to force anything. You'll just start to feel lighter. You'll start to see clearer, because I'm working inside of you first, then around you. This is a healing season. Let me do the healing. Don't rush it. Don't try to skip ahead. Let me walk with you through it. Sit with me. Listen for my whisper. My voice isn't always loud. It's in the stillness, in the quiet. When the world is demanding noise and attention, I'm asking for your heart. Not because I need it, but because I want it. I desire you. I long to be close to you. This is not religion. This is relationship. Comment 1111 if you know Jesus came for you too. He heard that cry. I heard it, even the ones you never said out loud. The moments you stared at the ceiling at 3 a.m. and wondered if your life would ever feel different. I saw you. I stayed beside you through every minute of it. You didn't know it then, but I was carrying you. You should have lost your mind, but you didn't. You should have quit, but something kept you going. That something was me. The world gave up on you, but I never did. You've been through so many seasons where it felt like I was quiet, like I had nothing to say. But just because I was silent doesn't mean I was absent. I don't always speak loudly. Sometimes I move in stillness. Sometimes I'm building what your faith prayed for behind the curtain of your patience. While you were waiting, I was working. You just couldn't see it yet. And now I'm letting you see what I've been doing all along. Your prayers weren't denied, they were being shaped, refined, timed. I wasn't withholding to hurt you. I was protecting you from receiving too soon what still needed more of me in it. A gift out of season is not a blessing, it's a burden. I love you too much to let you carry something you're not ready for. That's why I asked you to wait. That's why I said, not yet. But now I'm saying get ready. Because what I'm about to release into your life is going to feel like overflow. Not because I'm showing off, but because I'm showing you how faithful I truly am. I said I would do it, and I meant it. You're about to see answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. You're about to see breakthrough in the very area that has felt locked for years. Say 777 if you're ready to receive the promise. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. This isn't just restoration, it's multiplication. I'm not giving back what you lost, I'm increasing it. I'm not returning it in the same condition. I'm returning it better, healthier, stronger, holier. And when it comes, it will not bring confusion. It will bring peace. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to question if it's from me. You will know by the way your soul rests in it. You're about to experience peace in places that once held pain. That's how you'll know it's me. The same place you cried will be the place you smile. The same place you broke will be the place you rebuild. You will not live stuck in yesterday. I'm bringing you into something new. And no matter how familiar the fear feels, it will not follow you into this next chapter. I am closing the door on what wounded you. And I'm opening the door to what will heal you. Walk through it. Don't hold back. Don't hesitate because of fear. Don't cling to the pain just because it's what you've known. I have more for you. And if you'll trust me, I will lead you to it, step by step, day by day. I don't need you to leap, I just need you to move. Just a small step, just one act of obedience. I'll handle the rest. You've been asking for clarity, but what you really need is courage. You know what I told you. You've heard me. The fear didn't come from me. I didn't plant that doubt in your mind. The enemy wants to paralyze your faith with uncertainty, but I am not the author of confusion. I bring peace, and my peace is returning to you now. You don't have to understand every detail. You just have to trust that I'm good. I've always been good, even when it hurt, even when it didn't make sense, even when you were angry with me. I stayed, because my love for you has never depended on your ability to love me back perfectly. I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for presence, I'm looking for your heart. And even when it's messy, it's still beautiful to me. Comment 222 if you know I love you even in the mess.